Welcome back to 33-year-old Boomer, ranting in the autumn woods. You don't matter. Let's talk about this. So if you don't matter, what does? What matters is future you. It's the you tomorrow. It's the you a week from now, 10 years from now, 50 years from now. You see, if you choose to live as if the current version of you is all that matters, you will always make decisions that will favor the present you as opposed to the future you. Every time you overeat, ask me how I know. Every time you order takeaway instead of just cooking something at home or going to a supermarket. Every time you choose to watch another episode of The American Office on Netflix, but it's 3 a.m. and you're not going to go to bed until 5 a.m. because you keep watching this stuff. All of those decisions are prioritizing current you, your childish, present version of you that just wants everything, and to hell with future you. But of course, whenever you do this, the future version of you gets to pay the price. If you keep overeating, you will become overweight. Ask me how I know. If you keep watching shows instead of going to bed and sleeping, your health will suffer. Your attention will suffer. The next day, the next few days potentially, depending on how old you are, you won't be able to get anything remotely interesting done. You won't be able to study as well. You won't be able to improve as well. And the future you will pay for this. Which, the future you is the you right now, by the way, because obviously it's starting to snow. Can you see that? You see that, the little flakes? Very nice. Sorry, I get distracted very easily. The future you, which is the current you, now has to pay for all your bad decisions. So how do you fix this? How do you improve things? You have to consider the current you to be ephemeral. Because the current you only lasts for a nanosecond, or whatever nerdy term you want to attribute it to, a picosecond. You see, the current you is now, and now it's now. And now, this is now also the new current you. It's always a new current you, and it only lasts for a microsecond. And so whenever you make a decision, whether it's a purchase decision, whether it's a decision of who you should date, who you should go home with if you're on a date, whether it's how much you should eat, you should always consider the future you to be far more important than the present you. So for example, I am a freelance video editor, and I've been studying computer programming for a long time, which is why I know a thing or two about it. And sometimes it's late and I just want to chill. But I think, let me just do 5 more minutes of work. If the video is not done, I'm working on the video project, it's not done, I have to finish it in the morning. I'll think, let me just spend 5 more minutes on this. Because future me will thank me for it. And then, of course, to reward myself for thinking like that, the next morning when I open DaVinci Resolve, I go, oh wow, yeah, I've already done all of this, now I just have to do this. Thanks, past me. Thank you. You're very kind. Thank you. And you should do this with everything. Do you want to have another sandwich? Maybe we'll have it later. Maybe we don't need the extra sandwich right now. Right? Like, always think, when you have 2 chicken breasts in a packet, and you're going to cook one now and one tomorrow, you're going to pick the bigger chicken breast now, aren't you? No. Pick the smaller chicken breast now, so that tomorrow you'll open the packet and you'll go, hey, I have the bigger chicken breast now. That's nice. And look, especially if you have the time, especially if you have the resources, you should always prioritize tomorrow, because you never know what tomorrow will look like. If you have the extra time or the mental bandwidth to do more work today, just do it today. You can chill tomorrow. Or maybe tomorrow, something will happen, your schedule will get thrown upside down, and all of a sudden, you're late on projects. But if you thought of yourself in the future, yesterday, you would have done the extra work. And so if the bad thing happens, well, guess what? Now you're in a far better position. And you might say, oh, but Christian, I already know all of this. I already know all of this. Do you? You've never made a decision in the moment which you deeply regretted later on? Because I sure have. I've done plenty of those. I've made plenty of those decisions. And now I'm paying with interest. I chose comfort. I chose to order takeaway when I could have just cooked something. And I got fat. And now I have to work way, way harder to lose the weight and to get into Herculean shape. And that takes a lot more work than just having stayed in shape in the first place and then just going for a walk every day, doing some push-ups to maintain that. Every decision that you make in the moment that is immediate, that has an immediate reward, that generates pleasure, always be skeptical of these decisions. Always, always. Always think, am I going to regret this tomorrow? Is the future version of me going to think I'm a dum-dum for having spent this money? And the answer is almost always yes. And in fact, the 5 minutes, 10 minutes from then, future you will think you're a dum-dum because you've just ordered takeaway, you spent far too much money on it, and you've overeaten and now you feel sick. Isn't that great? You spend a bunch of money and you get to feel sick, and you get to to be a very unhappy bunny for having done so. Listen, I know you know this, but sometimes you just need a nerd walking through the woods, looking at himself on the phone instead of the camera, instead of the lens, to tell you this, so that you go, oh yes, that is very wise. Yes, Christian, thank you. Thank you for sharing this with me. You're welcome.